And here we go.
No, see, now you're cutting the top of my head off.
Well, you just told me it was fine.
It
2
fine.
seconds ago she was fine.
Yeah.
No, not so
Oh.
much. How's that? How does that work for you?
It works fine. I don't want to be a stoolie, but somebody was eating candy before it came back
I
on.
was.
She had to put her
What a
teeth-
stoolie! What a friend! What a sister! It was one of these.
Those are my favorite, the red ones, and that's one she eats. I try to get them to eat the grape ones. Nobody ever does. I end up throwing them
Oh,
away.
I eat the grape ones. I'll eat your grape ones.
I have those. I do have a lot of candy, but it's just like every once in a while if you just need a little pick-me-up, because I have a jar that has jelly beans in it, and I have a jar that has those fruit slices in it, and I have a jar that has candy corn, and then I have a jar, or no, a can that has caramels that my cousin Lynn always brings me because she knows how much I love caramels. But they're in a
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. They're in a can because I don't want anybody to see them because I'm, you know.
I don't really like caramels. They're too chewy on my teeth.
And then we have a candy basket which my kids love, and
Chocolate.
it has M&Ms, plain and peanut, and then usually little candy wrappers. Sometimes I get pissed that they throw the wrappers all around, so I don't buy candy like that. But Jim mostly eats out of that basket, and then my kids, they get disappointed to lift the lid and they'll go when it's empty, because he fills that basket with candy. But
And so isn't that a great start on a Let's Get Fit channel that we're talking about?
I know, but like I said, I have to have, and then I have a cookie jar with 3 choices of cookies. I have it for my grandkids. Oh, and then I have a big bowl over there with suckers. But you
For
know,
your
it is. It's just like if I need to have something sweet, and then I can just grab one of those little pieces of candy, like Denise did, just like one piece of candy. Although she's got 2 waiting to go. And then, you know, sometimes I did buy the cheap ass cookies, thinking that it would deter the kids, but you know, they know they're cheap ass and they don't eat them, and then I end up throwing them away. So I really wasted money. So I just buy them and just tell them that once they're gone, they're gone. But that's not really true. I go and buy more. But we don't get the double stuffed Oreos. One time when Denise was little, we went
and
to,
they'll never
I wasn't there. Mary, I think Mary went with you. And my mother had given them a list, and Denise wanted Oreos, and she wanted the double stuffed, and Mary said, "No, we're getting these."
Years and years and years ago, but
She was a child.
Forget it.
She was a child. I'll give her that. But Mary says,
Really
"No."
wasn't a child.
She probably was. I was trying to give you the
You're
benefit
giving me
of the
the
doubt.
benefit. I wasn't
She was
sorry.
38, but you know.
I was probably 30.
Yeah, but yeah, you and Mary were living together and with my mom, and then they shared all the expenses and that. And Mary wanted to get the Oreos because you get more because you don't pay as much for the filling. And Denise stamped her foot in the middle of the.
Keep doing it.
Oh, she stamped her foot in the middle of the store, and she said, "Mom always buys me double stuffed Oreos."
Which never really happened. That was a lie, a fabrication. She never
Well,
bought
another
those.
good Oreo story was because when they lived together, and we used to come over there every Sunday because my mother used to do the family meals, and when my mother moved in with me, then I kind of took it over, and then when she passed, I still have it. But they used to hide their good stuff from when all of us came because the kids were little, and I wanted chocolate so bad. And then my mother had said, "Well, I think there's some Oreos up in the
What about
cupboard."
those Oreos
Wait, what
in
about
the
those
cupboard?
Oreos in the cupboard? And Denise went, they went, "Oreos? What Oreos?" So she was hiding them. But I've taught her little tricks that how you hide stuff. When my kids were
Well,
little,
don't talk about it now because then your family will figure out where.
well, I don't do it anymore. But when my kids were little,
You do too.
well, that's true. I do it. But
Now they're going to be scarfing or
But
searching
she
around.
just doesn't want me to tell because she does it now, and she doesn't want her family in case they
No,
watch
really
the
hardly
videos.
ever do it because they'll go through. They'll find it anyway.
Yeah.
Josh can find some candy.
Yes.
He can find some. Nothing can be hidden from him. He's
No,
pretty
I would
good.
hide stuff for a long time, and they wouldn't find it.
Yeah,
But
you still do.
I still do. But you know, that's just, you know.
You pretend you don't do it.
You know, you put something good in a crappy box, and people, oh, it's a crappy box, and they don't look at
That's
it.
not
You
how
know,
she hides.
but that's not how I
See,
hide
I
it.
got the info up here. I could be bought for a price.
Yes,
Christy, Dan.
I think Christy
Jimmy.
knows because I think I told Christy. I don't think. See, Danny doesn't know. Jimmy doesn't know. But you know, they just go in there. I'm
Get
sure.
with me, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
If the price is right.
Yeah, but
Anywho.
anywho's did my other eye yesterday. If it would have been the first time I did my eye, I wouldn't have done the second eye because it was a whole different experience. I had a different anesthesiologist, and I was very much aware of everything that was going on. And I didn't really like the anesthesiologist that I had, and when she had told me, oh, you relaxed, and I said, no, I'm still kind of anxious. I think I need a little bit more. And she says, no, you're fine. And I said, well, I'm so much more aware of everything that you're doing this time. She says, well, you won't have a memory of it. And I said, oh, yes, I will, because when I get done with this surgery, I'm going to tell you when you come up to my bed to ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to ask you for the $1 million that you're going to give me. And she says, okay, yeah, I'll give you $1 million. So then afterwards, when I was in the bed in the recovery room, and she comes in, and I says, you got my $1 million? She says, you remember that? I says, I told you I was awake for the whole thing. I was aware of everything. And then my eye was all bloodshot. Jim said I looked like one of those little Martians with your eye pops out. And then all day yesterday, everything I saw was red. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. And then this morning when I got up, I had like a pink tinge. And I had to wear those old people sunglasses because my eye, the sun was so bright, it really did bother me. So I wore that. But now I'm fine. My eye's perfectly fine. All that worry for nothing. I did call Denise last night, and I was talking to her, and Mary, my sister, was calling her, and she says, well, I have to take this call because it's Mary. I already called her. And I said, well, call me back. There's something I want to talk to you about. And guess who never called back?
You're right, I never did.
She never called
You know
back.
why? I'll tell
Because she
you
has
why.
a bad memory. She didn't wear her chalkboard around her neck.
Well, sort of. But when I was talking to Mary, she said, okay, I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to call Sandy. And so I couldn't call you because I knew Mary was calling you. Mary called you, didn't she?
Mary did call me.
Aha. So then that's why I didn't remember. Because by the time I thought, oh, it's enough time.
No short-term memory for her.
You weren't correct.
But
I want to show Gina Pearson. What is it?
crochet crazy lady.
Yeah.
Crochet crazy lady.
Is that right? Because she was helping me, and I made this blanket, and I wanted to show her that I finished it. Look at that work. Look at those scallops. Look at that. It's like just a throw for to put over the carrier, because our newest family member joined us today
At 3:45 a.m.
Yep, and her name is Remy. And,
Victoria. Remy Victoria.
And this is for her, so I'll be able to. I told Mary when I talked to Mary yesterday, I said, well, you know, have you heard anything about the baby? Because I just finished the blanket yesterday. So she can come now because now I have a present to give her. And then she was born. See, she knew.
Are we going together or am
I don't know. I haven't. I don't know. We're going to
I'll just throw my name on that card.
No. Yeah, I don't know if the kids and Gary want to go. I know we don't have room in the inn for you.
Josh don't want to go. He's a boy. He don't care.
Yeah, well,
Who cares?
We'll see.
Whatever.
Well, to see a baby, though, he might care.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know. We'll go. Some of us might go see her.
Somebody might not, because I still can't drive.
Oh,
Well, I can drive, but
you shouldn't.
I
be
shouldn't
driving.
driving.
Anyway,
Anyway,
talking about that, I had gone to meet a friend on Monday night.
my bestie. Oh no, that was
this morning.
That was
Met
this
more than
morning.
one friend this week, and I'll see more at the end. But anyway, and we went to a place where I wasn't familiar. I had never been before, and I don't like driving at night. But I was thinking I haven't seen her in a long time, and we try to meet kind of in the middle because she doesn't live close. So anyway, and I got there. I don't know how, but going home.
This was the friend that she stood up last month.
Yes, I certainly was going to go no matter. And she picked the restaurant. I was going to go wherever. So when I was going home, and I said, I can't figure out how to get back on this, you know, this street that I need to go in order to go back home. It's like an expressway, but it's really not. But anyway, and so she says, oh, I'll show you. You just follow me, and I'll put my turn signal on, and then you turn left right there, because I got to go over and go west. You're going to go east. And I said, oh, okay, no problem. So she did that. We did all the thing around. We got going, and she turned the blinker on. Oh, there's a spot. So she kept going, and I was going to turn, and I started to. I don't remember a stop sign. There probably was a stop sign.
And she doesn't want me driving at night.
But there was oncoming traffic, like over a bridge, you know, coming this way. Well, there was nobody coming, so I thought, oh, I can go, and then there was no light to, you know, stop you either. So I started to go over, and I can't see anything. It is pitch black. The pavement is, you know, asphalt is black. There's no lights anywhere, and I went into a panic attack, and I stopped dead. Now, mind you, I'm then now here, and here come the oncoming traffic could come over, and I don't know where to go, because I think if I go forward, I'm going to go in a ditch or a hole. I don't know where to go left. I don't know. So what do they always say not to do? Back up, back up. So I backed up, back to where I was. Hopefully nobody was going to turn into where I went, and I calmed myself down, and here's the traffic going this way. And I thought, well, I had to back up some more so I could get into that traffic. And then I had to go farther and come back around. And when I got back around, I still couldn't tell where I was supposed to get on. And so I crept along at about 5 miles an hour. And thankfully, nobody ever came behind me. And then I had to get onto the expressway. From going 5 miles an hour to getting, 70, yeah, that's not easy. So I was in a panic attack. I haven't had one of those in a long, long time. Yeah, and I did have one yet on Monday.
I have panic attacks, at least 3 a month.
And I just stopped at like deer in the headlights, and if someone was coming over that bridge, they were going to broadside me. I'd have been hit. There was no doubt in my mind. And I couldn't move. I just stood there. So I don't like driving at night. Now I know why. Well, I knew why, but now I know better.
Why does it keep focusing on you and not me?
Because I'm the more important one.
Oh, is that why?
And it knows it.
I don't know. It's kind of
good job, camera.
it's kind of annoying me. Oh, there we go. It's back on me. So there it.
No, see, it's on me too.
No, it's not.
There's a box around. Boy, you got blind as a bat.
Well, no, because my vision is changing now. It's kind
of. There's a box around me and you now.
Oh, there's
both
two of us. Ooh, it's kind of like a person of interest.
I used to watch that.
I used to watch it. I don't watch it anymore, but they used to put the little things on it. My son Dan told me I had to wear glasses because I wouldn't be his mom otherwise, because that's all he has a memory of me is with glasses on. So I do find that my vision is improving, so my glasses make things a little blurry, but not well enough that I can see without them. But I definitely can't read anything with my glasses on, whereas before I could at least read something with my glasses on. But the goal was that I wouldn't have to wear glasses to read.
It's still early.
Still early, so we don't know, but he was amazed that when he gives you the little chart to see how small of the print you can read. Well, I thought he said to read the numbers, so I read the numbers, and he said, well, no, anybody could read the numbers. I need you to read the print. So, but I could read the second from the bottom line, which I could have never done before, so that was
it did get better. I know when I did my LASIK surgery, it took a while, and for a little while I had to buy the cheap readers, the magnifying that you just buy at like a drugstore. Because I couldn't. They told me, don't buy a pair of glasses, it will improve. And I thought, yeah, right. But it did.
Well, I do notice every day that it is a little bit better, so.
It takes a minute.
But when I went out today, I had to, like I said, I had to wear those cataract sunglasses, and I looked like a. It was funny because Jim cut somebody off and they let us in because they saw me and they figured, oh, old people on the road, let them in. So
going to the doctors together when
we're
you're
going
older,
to the doctors, going together.
That's the.
Well, I couldn't drive.
Slope down.
But I couldn't drive.
Yeah, but you two go to doctors together. Just
no,
like all the. Oh yes.
What doctors do we go together?
To eye doctors.
Well, because we both get our eyes examined at the same time.
Yeah, I don't go with Gary.
Well, because he works.
No.
We're both retired. Well,
you
Jim
go to
works.
the dentist or anything? I don't go.
Oh no, I go to the dentist by myself. I go to my ladies' doctor by myself.
Well, let's hope. Well,
I go for my mammograms by myself.
Mammogram. Anyway.
And what else do I go by myself? Yeah, when I go with my heart doctor, well, I don't only do that every other year.
Seems like you're always going to the doctor.
Well, I'm old. I have to go to the doctors now. It's just like that's how they make their money off of people like me.
Okay, Mom.
I know.
She used to always think it was
It's a racket. It's a racket. They're all going after you.
They're all in together. They're in cahoots. Whatever cahoots means.
Cahoots. Yeah. Or my dad used to call them Sheeny men.
Sheeny men. The Sheeny men are going to come.
Alyssa came home.
It's probably a bad thing we just said. I don't even know because Dad said some things.
He did say some pretty bad things.
So if we've offended anybody by saying Sheeny man, we really don't mean it because he.
But I just think the Sheeny man was just another word name for junk man.
I don't know what he meant by that because he did say.
Well, some of his things we knew what they meant. They were bad.
Yeah, so I don't, but we never knew what that meant. So if we've offended you, please don't think that because we're not those people. My dad was a little over the line.
No, my dad was.
My dad was a little over the line.
He was, yeah, but we
love him dearly, but yes, he
was a good father, but he's.
We'd hear some stuff.
Yes.
And he used to call him that, and then I thought, that can't be good.
No.
That's
but then my mother was to the other extreme, and she just, would rein him in, so.
Yeah, no. But,
so that worked out.
But I'm just saying that word probably is offensive. Let us know if that's an offensive word to somebody because we certainly don't want to keep saying it. Although we do. Not very often, but.
No.
But if we have a whole lot of junk,
yeah,
we'll say that we need to have them come. So, because that's what he used to say.
Yeah.
And my mom would go out there.
She'd have a bottle of wine. Because we had so much crap.
She'd feel so bad.
She'd go out and buy a bottle of wine. Which is really bad because she's insinuating that they're alcoholics.
Exactly. I'm just saying it was a different time.
Yeah.
Different time back then. But anyway.
Sometimes though, even though it was a different time, in some senses it was a better time, but in a lot of senses it was a worse time.
Yeah, I think that we're going to look back at this and think this was a better time too.
I don't know.
That song, Gladys Knight.
These
have been the good days for our children.
Oh, that's true.
Think about it.
I just am so amazed because when I was little, when you got a phone call long distance, it was like a big deal. You know, oh my God, so-and-so's calling, hurry up, get to the phone. And nowadays you drive down the street and everybody's on the phone. You go to a restaurant, everybody's on the
who would
phone.
have thought that? When I remember Magnum PI and he had that really big phone in his car, and I thought, who's going to have a car phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
And why do you think you have to take every single call, you know?
I don't like the people who do that, screen me. So I will answer, and I'll tell you if I can't talk to you then or whatever. Unless I'm at work, I don't answer at work. Because then I'll have
Or if she does, she'll say, what? What do you want?
Glare at me. No, I was worried because you called me at work and you know not to, so I thought something major happened. So I answered the call, but you know, I get a glare from my co-worker who doesn't think anybody has a personal life.
I guess. Melissa informed me yesterday on her walk home from school when she walked by the dead body house that it no longer smells. And yesterday was trash pickup.
Oh.
So maybe...
Melissa? You mean Alyssa?
I said Alyssa.
You said Melissa.
Oh.
I was like, who's Melissa?
I meant to say my Alyssa, and I probably said Melissa.
Melissa, and I'm thinking, do we have a name or name?
No, her name is Alyssa,
Melissa?
But I think I was going to say my Alyssa, and it came out Melissa.
So you were wrong.
I was mistaken. Once in a while, I am mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the best we're going to get. Best we're going to get.
Trying to think what else we could talk about.
I don't know. I think we have
Jim bought a new truck, a new used truck.
New to him.
New to him. I never get involved because, you know, that's just the way it goes. And he had it less than 24 hours and it's in the shop because it needs a new drive shaft, $1,000. But it's covered, I guess, or whatever, under the warranty. But he wanted to go hunting. He wanted to leave tomorrow morning, and now it doesn't look like he's leaving until Saturday morning. So he's going to be bummed when he finds that out. He's at work now, so he doesn't know that. But if he would just let me handle it, it would have been done today. But you know, he was going to handle it himself, and he can be really rude. I know that's hard to believe.
Nothing said.
But, you know, like, and I don't think he knows that he's coming across as rude, but he is rude sometimes. But you know, he'll see you.
Yes, but he can't say anything. I didn't say anything.
But
you're the one.
Well, I know, but
Not
I mean,
me.
I could have got it. He would have been driving up tomorrow morning if he would have let
We're
me
a little bit
handle
more
it.
forceful than our husbands in the way of getting our way, like people.
And dealing with the public for so many years, I know how far to push that line before, you know, like you've gotten to the point that you're rude. That you can be firm and get your point across. And like I said, I always told my employees, you know, if you want me to give them a refund, you page me as Sandy and they're going to get a refund, and I'll just take the consequences if not. Which I did many a time, because there's a way to treat people. I mean, especially this time of year when you're dealing with the public. Although, you know, maybe it's just that I'm getting older and that, and it's just, people just, and I think it's just the way companies handle people nowadays, is like there's really no respect out there for anybody, whether you're the consumer or the person that's working, because, you know, you just go and get another job and they don't care. They're going to get rid of you and get somebody else. And customer service, I think, is a thing of the past, because they used to bend over backwards for you, and I don't see that happening too much nowadays. If they can get off their phone long enough, because even they have their phones at work and that. But
Anyway. Well, we should wrap it up. Look what time it is. Lori, I'm checking the time again. Just makes it easier for me.
who cares? Whatever. But Denise won't be here for Friday dinner.
No.
Again.
Can't help it.
And I don't think we're doing anything for the weekend. I don't think we had any plans.
Nope.
We had a really good speaker at church on Sunday. He was, I liked his scenario that he was talking, and there was 3 animals in the farmyard.
This is gonna go over 20 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
I'll be quick.
You
And
can't be
how many minutes? One was a chicken. If you stop interrupting me. One was a chicken, and one was a mule. And so the chicken had said he's the most.
And a cow.
Oh, and a cow. And well, no, it was a chicken, a cow, and a mule. And the chicken said he was the most important person in the barnyard because he gives everybody the eggs in the morning for breakfast, and so therefore he's the biggest contributor and he's the most important person. And then the cow said, well, yeah, you're kind of important, but I think that, you know, I'm even more important because I give you the milk that makes the cheese and the butter. And so, he says, well, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. I think you're pretty good. And then the mule says, well, no, I think I'm the most important person because
No, it's not a mule, it's a pig.
No, it was the mule, because the mule said I pulled the plows.
Oh, yeah. But there was a pig, too.
I know, but I didn't get to the pig yet.
You didn't mention the pig yet.
Yes, I did.
4. No, you didn't.
I said a chicken, a mule, and a pig, and then you said
No.
you said, oh, you forgot the cow, and so I said the cow.
We're gonna rewind. You'll love this. Go ahead.
So then I said, oh yeah, that's right, there was a cow. Now you made me go over 20 minutes. So anyway, the chicken gave eggs, the cow gave the milk and the cheese, and then the mule pulled the tractor and everything so that you could get all the grains and stuff. And then they saw the pig waddling in the mud, and they go, well, what good are you? And he says, well, I'm the one that supplies the ham and the bacon for the bacon and the eggs. I guess I give my whole self. So that's the whole point of the thing, was to give your whole self to religion and to being a good person and not just a part of you. That's what I took out of it. What did you take out of it?
Basically, because he was trying to, he teaches new priests and he wanted vocations, and they were trying to increase vocations because yes, we need a lot more priests. Right. But anyway.
But I never thought about that, because here the poor pig has to give up his whole life for us to enjoy him, whereas everybody else just gives you a part of yourself. Unfortunately, you're only going to get a part of me because I'm not giving up my whole self for you, other than to I don't know. I don't plan on dying, or I don't know that I would have been a martyr.
And then she's not going to give anything. Like I have on mine, I'm a donor. They can take anything.
Oh, I don't want to be a donor because
take it all. Take whatever you can use.
No, because you know what? I just think that if
you're a soul up in heaven, you do not need your eyes.
No, I know that, but if you're like in a major accident or something, and they're going to look at you and go, oh, she's
gone, I want to be gone.
No, they're going to look at you and say, oh, she's a donor. Like put her to the list that we can put her on a machine and keep her alive. We're not going to worry about saving her because we can use her heart and lungs and all that. I think that happens.
I don't believe that happens.
I do believe that. If I have told my family that if I am like considered dead, not like there's just no hope and I'm going to be dead, then you can give me my organs up. You can give my organs up. But if there's a slight, even like a chance that you can save me, you work on me. You get me going, because that's not the way.
If I'm that far gone, I want to be gone.
Well, I don't want to be on a machine. I want to make sure I'm not on a machine. I've made it very clear. No, because they might be able to bring me back. Somebody
they'd bring you back if they could bring you back, but if
I don't know.
We disagree. And I told Gary I would haunt him because I told him I will take everything. And if he as the husband can change that. So if he does.
And that doesn't seem right. That's your body.
It doesn't seem right. I have it on there and it should be that I get to decide, but it doesn't seem right. But anyway.
Just like she doesn't think anybody's going to see her in her casket.
Nope. I want a closed casket no matter what. People looking at you when you're dead. I think it's an archaic thought, and I just don't even understand why they're doing it.
Oh, she looks so good.
I know, no one looks good
She
in there.
looks so natural.
Not one person. Now, one person looks good, and they always say that, and I just, even all my whole life thought, are you crazy? Dad, they don't look good.
Dad,
nobody ever looked better in the casket than they were alive.
No.
Doesn't she look? No, they don't look good. No.
It looks like she's just asleep.
Yeah, no,
they never seen her asleep.
Exactly. She don't look good. I mean, really, when people say, I just think the whole practice of it is just kind of crazy, really.
Well, I do think you need a funeral.
You can go to the funeral. You don't even have to have the casket in there. Just have a memory mass, and I don't know. I just think it's crazy. Like Mom, it's a conspiracy. They want money. No, really, no.
No, I did like. Well, my mom, because my mom had an open casket, and she loved to gamble. And Steve, my nephew, used to bring her all the time, gambling all the time. Even at the end, when my mother shouldn't have gone, Steve would still bring her because he knew that's what she wanted. He was a really good grandson. Not that the other ones weren't, but I mean, he was a good grandson. And he had went to the casino and bought a bunch of chips to put in her coffin so she could take them in case there was gambling up in heaven. And so he put them like on the side of the coffin, like in the coffin with her, but somehow somebody had bumped the coffin or something, and then like a slot machine, you heard all the little coins going clink, 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 hitting the bottom of the coffin, which was kind of funny in a way, but
really,
I thought it was funny because it was like so true to my mother, like playing. Well, she never played. Well, she did play the slot machines most of the time, but she mostly liked craps and blackjack. But
and there's Sandy talking too long, and so it turned off. Like, that's not me.
Like us, subscribe, comment.
No, it's share.
Share.
And comment.
And then comment. But, and it wasn't me, it's hers. It's
because she babbles like a brook.
I don't babble, I hardly ever talk.
Yeah, right.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
His ribs was hurting him and he nodded his head, so.
Give her time. Where's Skylar?
Sam. No.
Keeps one eye open.
She's gonna be a pirate.
That light might be bright. Yeah, we had to ring the thing to get in. Now, did you deliver in here too?
Yep.
Yep.
That's just very uncomfortable, that's all.